Alright, so now that we've talked about matplotlib, we are going to now talk about the pandas library. This library is used for the data analysis and modeling. It's a powerful tool when combined with other visualization libraries. So in this tutorial, we'll be demonstrating how to use pandas library. But first, we have to install the module. So if you refer back to our first tutorial on data visualization, you have to install pandas like this. So if you refer to our previous tutorial to see how this is done. Our first tutorial on this in this chapter. So we're going to install pandas. Why isn't it working? There we go. So it's downloading and installing. You just gotta wait. There we go. It's installing collected packages. Some of them I already have. So there we go. So we're just going to check what we have in modules we have installed. You go to pip.list for a recap, pip.exe list. So we have everything we need. All the modules, these are all the modules we have. So anyway, refer to our previous tutorial for more on that. Alright, so now let's go back to Sublime Text and we're going to start working with pandas. So we're going to import pandas, 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 as PD. So we're importing the pandas library. Now we're going to read a CSV file because this works with CSV. Pandas works with CSV. So we're going to have df pd dot read CSV, CSV, and then it's going to be called air passengers. And we'll get that CSV file in a moment, passengers. And then we're going to read the column, so we're going to print df air passengers, air passengers, and then we're going to read a specific row afterwards in the file. So print df, we're going to read from time and row 135. So let's find this file right now. You can find it at the following address. So let's go to open our browser. So we're gonna go to Vincent. Wait, let's see what it's called. Let's see, Vincent ARL boondock.github.io /rd a taste sets ta sets. Here we go, and we go to CSV index. Wait, cancel. HTML index, my bad. And then we find the first one, air passengers. So we're going to save the file. We're going to need this for this example. You'll see how it works. So we're going to find the example. Show all downloads. We're going to need this on the desktop because the Python file we're working with is on the desktop. Open containing folder. We're going to move it to here. And in order to open it, we have to keep it in the same folder as the same destination as our Python file, unless we define the path. So anyway, as we've mentioned in our managing files in one of our previous tutorials. So anyway, keep in mind that the method CSV takes a number of parameters which you can define in which you can find in the documentation. For example, you can set a delimiter of the file to which encoding will be used. but we won't be writing that out right now. So we're gonna do this. PD is not defined. Oh, I did this. Silly me, I wrote pandas twice. Air passenger does not exist. Oh, I forgot the CSV extension, CSV. There we go. And it gave us the information found in the CSV file. And we can also save a CSV file using the pandas library. So let's do that. So we're going to go back to the basketball example from before. So we're going to have Wade, James, Kobe, and then finally Curry. Total equals 55, 50, 44, and 36. And then we're going to make a data set. We're going to make a data set variable called data set, and it's going to have list. It's going to have a list now. Zip. That should be parentheses zip, and then names total. This creates two lists. And now we're going to have a data frame. Creating a data frame object with data set. This is going to create a data frame object with the data set made out of two lists and setting the column names. So data frame equals pd dot data frame, and then we have data equals the data set, and then the columns are going to be named columns equals names, I can't write today, names, and total. And then now we're going to save this object to a file. So we're going to do data frame dot to, so this command to CSV to CSV is going to say points.csv, and then we're going to have following two parameters, index. This tells whether you want to have indexes included. You'll see what that is. We'll play around with it for a little bit. And we're going to have headers, whether to display headers or not. It can take on true or false. False meaning there are no headers. True meaning there are headers. And index means we'll see the index or not. So true means we'll see it, and false means we won't. So these are the basics of pandas we need for our tutorials. If you want to learn more, I just recommend seeing the official documentation. So as you can see, it built, and then we are going to see, so points.csv, I can't open it right now, but let's just see Notepad. I don't have Excel or anything. So there you go, that's the CSV file. Now if we removed, let's just play around just to show you what this looks like. So we're going to say false now. So we're going to say no index and no parameter, no header. And there you go, it removes them. So that's pretty much it for pandas. We hope to see you next time.